What's good, y'all? What is this? What's the fingers? What's good, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. As you can tell by the title of the video, I'm going to be sharing some things that you need to ask yourself before starting locks. If you are new here, welcome. Thanks for stopping by. I'm Courtney Grayton, a loctician, hair educator, stylist, owner of a natural hair care product company called Froetry. So natural hair is just my thing, and now that I'm a loctician, also locks are my thing, and I love sharing information about them. Many of you are not new here and you found me because of my do's and don'ts video, so thank you for sticking around. I really appreciate your support, and I really hope this video brings just as much value as that one did. So I'm gonna hop right into it. I don't want to keep y'all for long because I really want you to get all of these gems. Definitely check out the timestamps in the description box where you'll be able to skip to different parts in this video based on whatever questions or things that you might want to learn about. I'm going to be talking about 7 things that you need to ask yourself before starting locks. I have my notes here on my phone. So for the first thing, you need to know what condition your hair is now. Be honest, y'all. Like, do you have damage? Are your ends split? Is your hair broken anywhere? Do you have different textures all over your hair? These are things that you really want to make note of. So when I have my Lockstar clients sign up for their video consultation, typically I'm able to see their hair. I'm asking them questions about the condition of their hair. When's the last time you had a trim? How well have you been taking care of your hair? Many people choose to do locks because they haven't been taking well care of their hair and they want to start on a healthy hair journey hand in hand with the loctician. So just be honest about where you are as far as your hair, and that'll help you and your loctician be able to really be on the same page and create a plan moving forward in order for you to have a healthy foundation for your locks and to maintain your locks moving forward. Also, knowing the condition your hair is in will determine what type of locks you get as well. So if you have more of a looser pattern or you have some heat damage, you might need to get some interlocking done just to make sure that it doesn't come out. I'm not saying that you have to, but these are different things that you would work out with your loctician based on the condition of your hair. Your second thing is choosing that loctician. Are you going to be your own loctician, or are you going to really search and find someone who's going to fit your energy, who you can see yourself going to regularly for the foreseeable future? So you can even be a person who wants to kind of have both of those. You want to maintenance your hair mostly, but you want to be able to check in with a loctician, and that's why I really encourage you to just do some thinking about what is important to you when finding someone to do your hair. Is it the energy that you feel with that person? Is it their knowledge about locks? Is it their experience? Is it the neatness of their work? Is it a mixture of all of those things? So a lot of my clients love me because I not only offer very exceptional customer service when they walk into the salon, they also know that they can ask me questions about their hair, and I typically 9 times out of 10 have an answer for them. They can text me and call me, ask me any questions they have about their hair, and you know, we're also going to be able to kiki and joke around in the shop as well. So many people enjoy that. And then I have clients who say they want to come to me in order to start the locks, and then they're eventually going to become their own loctician. And so in those months where I'm doing their hair, I'm also giving them tips and telling them products that I use, and so that they're able to carry it on themselves later down the line. And then they'll just kind of come in maybe once or twice a year so I can check and see what their hair is looking like and if they're doing a really good job at maintaining their own hair. As we know, the lock journey is a big commitment for a lot of people. So you really want to know who you're going to trust with your hair. I notice a lot of people who kind of bounce around between locticians, and their hair has suffered because of that. If you can't say that you have one person who is caring about your locks as much as you would for yourself, or even more, then I think you should find a new loctician. Your loctician should not be concerned with just getting your money and getting you in and out as fast as possible. They really need to be invested in your long-term care, and you know, making sure that they are really taking time to take notes on what your hair looks like and how it's changing month after month. Those are some of the best locticians, those that will be honest with you about what's going on with your hair. You don't want to just go to anybody. Really do your research to make sure this person is a good fit for you. And along the same lines of it being a commitment and finding someone who's going to stick with you throughout that commitment, ask yourself if you can even commit. Can I commit to something like this? If you are someone who loves to switch it up and, you know, go from wig to braids to this and all of that, that is fine while you have locks, but you really want to know, can I commit to the lock journey? Am I going to be trying to do all these different things with my locks? Like, and are you able to commit to the cost that it will take to keep your locks up? You're going to need products if you're doing it yourself. It's going to take time to do it yourself. Also, you know, if you're going to someone who's going to maintenance them, can you pay what they charge in order to get your hair done as frequently as they recommend? Are you able to keep up with that? Does your lifestyle align with the lock journey? And are you going to be able to commit to caring for them daily? You don't just get locks and then forget that they exist and just leave them alone. Our hair is very fragile. It cannot be forgotten about or it will literally break off and leave you. So you want to be able to commit to giving your hair the hydration and moisture that it needs daily. So number 4, think about the sizing of your parts. So typically a lot of my clients will come to me with inspiration pictures based on what they want their hair to look like down the line. And I typically tell them to send me stuff for what they want it to look like down the line, but then also what you want your starter locks to look like. That's something that your loctician is absolutely going to ask, because that determines how they start your hair. So do you want them small? Obviously there are different forms of locks, and I can do another video on the different types of locks and different sizes, as far as like sister locks and micro locks and small locks and then medium locks and large locks and wicks and freeform. I can definitely create a video on that. If that's something that you want, definitely leave that comment below and I'll make sure to add it to my list of topics that I want to talk to you all about. But you need to know about your sizing. That's just going to determine the method that your stylist used to create your locks and just maintenance moving forward. Next, you want to know about parting. Nowadays, there's just all different types of parting. We got diamond, we got triangle, we got people calling it octagon, C-shaped, brick parting, grid. So you really want to know the type of parting that you want and do research on how the parts will look down the line. Really encourage my clients to look up inspiration pictures. Find influencers on Instagram who are lock influencers, or just people who share their lock journey, and really take note of what you want your hair to look like. And this helps to just eliminate some of that confusion in the beginning and makes it very easy for your loctician to tell you whether they can do it or not, or you know how long it's going to take and things like that. It just makes it very easy and a very seamless process. You're on the same page up front. Next is, do locks fit your lifestyle? So I have a lot of clients who will start the lock process and then I warn them about the frizz and stuff like that, just to try to manage people's expectations. Like, locks will have frizz, it's just normal, and then they decide down the line that it doesn't work for them because they have frizz, and now they have these professional meetings and they don't believe that their hair is professional, right? So what type of lifestyle do you live? Are you someone who's constantly on Zoom calls doing meetings, or in-person business meetings? Like, do locks fit your lifestyle? Because you don't want to end up in a place where daily you're stressed out because your hair doesn't look the way it wants to, especially in the beginning stages. You're going to have frizz. You're going to have days where your hair is not as tamed as it was when you first got it done. Does your lifestyle allow you to still live freely with your locks? Also, do you work out a lot? You know, and that will determine the type of method that you use to maintenance your hair. So a lot of my clients who work out a lot and sweat a lot, they typically do the interlocking because it kind of keeps it snatched and they don't have to worry about their palm roll unraveling as they start to sweat and stuff like that. If you're pretty much carefree, then locks is for you. If you are a high maintenance person, locks can also be for you, but you want to just be able to manage your expectations up front, what the starter lock journey will look like compared to your lifestyle. And then the last one is just, what method do you want? 2-strand twists, we have coils, there are plaits, there are also interlocks now. What I really recommend for a lot of people is just trying it out first. I knew that I wanted to get 2-strand twists when I started my lock journey last year. I knew that I wanted to get 2-strand twists because it was a style that I had done on myself plenty of times, and I knew that I liked the way I looked with 2-strand twists. So it was a no-brainer for me to say I'm going to get 2-strand twists, and a no-brainer for me to say that I didn't want to get coils, because when I did get coils, my hair kind of shrunk up and I just didn't like the way that it looked. So I typically tell and recommend people to try the style or whatever method you want first, so that you're at least able to see what you look like with it. So yeah, doing some research on the different 2-strand twists versus coils versus plaits versus interlocking. Ask yourself what you want to do first, and even if you don't know yet, at least start doing some research a little bit, and then when you're asking your loctician, they should be able to give you more insight on which method they're most comfortable with, or which one they feel like will work with you. That's pretty much it for the tips that I have as far as what you need to know. Those are things that I ask my clients in our initial consultation and give them tips based on what they're already thinking, just to kind of guide them through the process. But when my clients come to me with information already, it's always a pleasure. I love talking to those clients who have done some research up front, because we're kind of working off of each other, right? I don't have to do a whole lot of education, even though I'm fine with that. We were starting off at a level where I know that they've done some research, so everything that I tell them is pretty much just adding to what they already know. And you know, it just makes the process go a lot faster. Day of, when it's time to start their locks, everything goes a lot smoother because we're really on the same page. So I hope this video really helped you all, and please, definitely, if you liked this video and if it provided any value to you, go ahead and subscribe and like and comment down below, and just let me know what you're thinking, or any questions that you have regarding what I said, or something else regarding the starter lock process. You can also leave those below, and I'm always happy to respond in the comments. I love the little vibes that be going on in my comments. Y'all give me so much support and just reassurance that you're trusting and that I know what I'm talking about. And even though I know that, it just feels good to know that I'm providing value to people who are looking for it and who are looking to start this amazing journey, which is the starter lock journey. So again, I am Courtney. I'm your Loctician on YouTube, and I really appreciate your support. Stay tuned for more videos, and again, drop any video suggestions down below and I will keep them coming. Bye y'all.